Okay.
Hey, I'm John Hill. I'm the Director of Alumni Career Services at the Michigan State University Alumni Association. I'd like to say hello to the National Board. And I'm going to be kind of tag team in a presentation with the guy who's filming this, Dave Isbell. He'll be in this spot in just a second. Give you an idea of what we've been able to accomplish this year. We've had a banner year. Ended up having roughly 2,000 alumni that participated in our back-end job posting board, My Spartan Career. We had about 21,000 people attend the 150 speaking engagements we did on career development topics, spanning the range from developing your career search strategy to how to take your online connections offline for career success. Social media, we still have the 5th largest college or university LinkedIn group in the world, and we now have approaching 21,000 members in that. We've really made an impact in Twitter as well. And between the two of us, Dave Isbell, who's going to be on camera in just a second, and myself, we've got about a combined 3,000 followers. And through corporate engagement, either postings on My Spartan Career or actual one-to-one interactions, we've connected with roughly 4,000 to 5,000 employers. All told, out of our offices, we generated about 35,000 either one-to-one or one-to-group connections with both Spartans and non-Spartans. Some of the key corporations that we worked with and did career development or professional development events with, and specifically talking about social networking, were companies like Credit Suisse and Goldman Sachs, GM, GE, Ford, Whirlpool, and they're big corporations that the Alumni Association in the past may not have had that interconnectivity with, but we do now. So I'm going to get back in just a second and talk to you about some of the things that we have going on. We're actually going to do kind of the fire drill and swap spaces while we're filming, so bear with us. And in just a second, you will see Dave Isbell. So Dave's going to tell you a little bit about what he's got going on in his world and where we're going.
Hello, I'm Dave Isbell, and I take care of all of the people that John sends to me when he goes out and speaks to these hundreds of people. And my whole goal is to help people to stop looking for a job and make a life that matters. And last year I served about 700 individuals in over 1,400 appointments. And it doesn't sound like a lot of people, but some of these Spartan sagas that you're reading about, I suspect that a lot of those people in the near future are going to be people that I've worked with. Some of the work that I've done is to construct. We do a lot of resume critiques, a lot of interviewing critiques, things of that nature. I was able to take a competency-based approach and create metric systems out of that, where I essentially have 9 or 10 page critiques that give a bunch of information, generally speaking, about what employers generally look for. And that's helped us to both be quicker about a resume critique and to be more efficient with it, to give some general advice, but then it enables us to give some specific advice to that person. So we've been able to go through, I can't give you a number on that, there's a lot of resume critiques that we've been able to go through because we can sift through them so much more quickly that way. Some of my favorite things to do are to help create stories, though. And out of those 700 and some people, I have so many stories that I could tell, but that is the thing that I'm trying to do. MSU Alumni Association is about creating a personal network for life. What I've done is create a system of people who are learning to live a life that's meaningful and go out and share that with other people so they're paying it forward. And that is what all of our interactions on Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, all of the personal things that we do, that's what it's all about for me. So thank you for allowing me to be here, and thank you for all the work that you do. I appreciate it.
He's a smart guy. We're going to wrap things up a little bit and talk to you about where we're heading directionally in the upcoming year. And we're focusing on 2 main areas. So we already feel like we're doing well in the career services aspect, but we can make that a little bit more robust. So we're going to head on helping out our people who are gainfully employed, who already have viable opportunities, who just want to grow within the workforce. And so we're going to be setting up a series of professional development programs that they can access, and we can be of benefit to them. The other thing that we're going to be working on heavily are entrepreneurial communities. And so we have student groups that are already entrepreneurs that are looking for the resources and for us to tap into those, or for us to help them tap into networks. So we're connecting them in places like Chicago and Washington, D.C. already. We're looking at connecting them within the state of Michigan, and we'll continue to grow those networks. And thirdly, we're continuing to integrate into the Michigan economy as somebody who can help revive it. So we're looking at being economic generators. The Michigan Economic Development Corporation about a month ago gave us $35,000 to fund our out-of-state career development events. And that's to have a focus on showcasing high-paying, high-profile jobs back in the state of Michigan, entrepreneurial opportunities back in the state of Michigan, reinvestment back into the state of Michigan. But as a proxy, we're also able to reach more of our alumni by doing events where they're at. And so it ends up being a win across the board, and we'll continue to look for those type of strategic partnerships. So we're looking forward to a big game tomorrow. We're on the eve of University of Michigan, Michigan State, and I'm going to be going to the big house for the first time wearing green. Hopefully I come out alive, and I look forward to seeing you next week. Go green.